Papago Park is hard to miss if you ever visit Phoenix. The park's iconic red sandstone buttes are visible as you fly into Sky Harbor and make you wonder what these random rocks are doing in the middle of the city. Today, we are going to explore Papago Park and learn about the history of the park and why it exists. Papago Park is a Phoenix point of pride and includes over 1,200 acres of natural desert and hiking trails. The park is also home to many iconic Phoenix landmarks, including the Phoenix Zoo, Desert Botanical Garden, Hole in the Rock, and Governor Hunt's tomb. Before we get into the park's modern amenities, let's take a step back in time and figure out how the park came to be, geologically speaking. Around 1.4 billion years ago, a body of magma cooled below the surface of Phoenix and formed granite, an igneous rock. This granite remained buried until about 25 million years ago, when the Phoenix region began to undergo stretching as a result of tectonics. The crust split apart into blocks, and some of these blocks were uplifted, forming the granite that makes up the nearby South Mountain and Camelback Mountain. The slopes of these mountains were incredibly steep and led to landslides made of granite chunks and sediment. These landslide deposits were preserved and lithified into sedimentary rock over time, forming the suitably named Camel Heads Formation that forms the Papago Buttes. You can also see part of the Camel Heads Formation on the west side of Camelback Mountain. If you take a close look at the rocks around Papago Park, you'll notice angular and poorly sorted clasts of the 1.4 billion year old granite mixed into a matrix of sediment. The rocks that make up Papago Park also have a lot of holes in them called tuffoni that form due to erosion by water. Now that we know how the rocks got here, how did the people get here? The earliest inhabitants of Papago Park may have been the Hohokam, who built canals and irrigation channels using the nearby Salt River around 1500 AD. During World War II, from 1943 to 1946, Papago Park became a German prisoner of war camp. 25 prisoner of wars built a 178-foot-long tunnel from the camp to a nearby canal, hoping to escape by boat to Mexico. The maps the prisoners had obtained show that the canal connected to the Gila River. However, the river was dry by the time they got there, and many of the prisoners gave up and turned themselves in. You can still find the exit to this tunnel if you walk along the Crosscut Canal near Sheridan and 66th Street. From various points in Papago Park, you can spot a white pyramid to the east. This pyramid is actually a tomb for the first governor of Arizona, George P. Hunt. He is nicknamed King George VII due to being re-elected 7 times and chose to be buried in a pyramid as a result of his fascination for Egypt. Governor Hunt commissioned a fish hatchery in Papago Park in 1932 to create jobs during the Great Depression. With support from the Works Progress Administration, several ponds were constructed to supply the lakes surrounding Phoenix with fish. In 1962, some of the ponds in Papago Park actually became part of the Phoenix Zoo, while others remain open to the public as fishing ponds. Today, one of the most famous spots in Papago Park is Hole in the Rock, a large tuffoni where you can watch a sunset and see the Phoenix skyline. Hole in the Rock is even thought to have been used as a sundial by the Hohokam that lived here. Papago Park is home to many other hiking trails that you can explore whenever you need a break from the city landscape. Thanks for watching, and please like, subscribe, and comment for more videos.